feel that everybody buys everything at Costco, and I think there's a reason why. Where would they put it all? You can't buy everything at Costco. You can't go into Costco and buy a hammer. You have to buy 8 hammers. Bob Vila does not need 8 hammers. Tim Allen doesn't need 8 hammers. Not even MC Hammer needs 8 hammers. So people use other criteria when they make purchase decisions. They use a lot of other criteria, a lot of other things loom large when it comes to making buying decisions. A lot of the other things that we talk about, but it's not necessarily price. Now, back in 2004, I was opening a store in the Downers Grove area. It was at that time that Costco was making great strides in the market. My friend Michael in the back was opening up stores. It was a very competitive, we weren't friends then, but a very competitive arena in Chicago. And I started to look at our stats and I'm like, okay, numbers are good, but they're not as good as they were last year. And I know we opened up this other store, but there are less people coming in. And when it dawned on me was when I had a friend that sold advertising for the local radio station. She came to me and she said, we walked over to Starbucks and had some coffee, and she said her friend was having a party. And I said, oh, great, when is she coming in? When are you coming in for the party? And she said, oh, no, we already went to Costco. I was like, what? Huh? You already went to Costco? She said, no, she's having the party. I would never go to Costco. She was having the party. And I said, well, tell me what happened. She goes, look, we went to Costco. She was able to get the cheese and celery tray. She was able to get a big bag of tomatoes and vegetables and fruits and her beverages. And that's when I knew. Because back in the day, and where's Dennis? So Dennis over here used to work with me, and he can attest to this. Back in the day, if you were 23 or 24 years old, and you were having a party, and you wanted a cake, you only went to one place if you lived in Lincoln Park. You came to Sam's. You came to Sam's. And as soon as I heard that, I said, wow, it's changing. So I raised some prices. It was not a popular decision with my dad, but I raised some prices. I said, look, we got to make more money. We can't do price, service, and selection. We can't keep doing it. We've got the biggest inventory of any store in the country. We pay our people pretty well, and our prices are low. Can't do it anymore. We just can't do it. So I raised some prices. And one day a woman came in from, she was looking at some prices at Costco, and some water. Who even knows what kind of water it was? And she says, you're $1 higher in this case of water. My dad went nuts. My dad went nuts, and he came up to my office, and he wanted to know how we could be higher on this case of water. And the veins in his forehead were bulging. Now, Richie, do you know what the Macarena is? That's what the veins in his forehead were doing. It was a really scary moment for me and everybody else. So I calmly, sort of, explained after a couple of deep breaths to buy a few seconds, that if this woman wanted to go to Costco, she'd have to get out of her car, park 2 football fields away from the entrance. She'd have to walk in the front. She'd have to take out her handy-dandy Costco card and show it to Costco's TSA version of checking a boarding pass. If she was given entry into the premises, she'd have to walk around. Of course, there's nobody there to help her. And all the while she's trying to find this one case of water, she'd have to try to find a way not to get run over by very large people pushing 13-foot flatbed trailers full of Doritos, Spam, and hammers. And if she found the water in the far northwest corner of the store, of course there's nobody there to help her, and she'd find the water, it would probably be on the 3rd shelf. 8 feet above her head. And if she got the water down, she'd have to make her way back against the same people that look like they're trying to stock a Las Vegas buffet to get to the register and pay with the credit card that they want her to pay with. Maybe they give her a bag, maybe they don't. She'd have to show her receipt again to the TSA agent as if she would have come all this way to steal a case of water. And then she'd have to haul it to her car. And I said, Dad, if we just explained to her that the advantage of doing business with us is that we have fair prices, and we'll put it right in your refrigerator, I think we'll have a better outcome. And we did. Now, maybe some of you are thinking, hey, I got it, pal. I understand. But my customers only care about price and only price. So I know what you're thinking. Or some of you may be thinking that. And by the way, I asked in a program once, I asked somebody, I said, I know what you're thinking. And the guy looked at me and said, you have no idea what I'm thinking. So I don't know what that meant. But I imagine some of you are saying, well, look, I got these people, and they're like, they only care about price, and I get that. I just mean that there are more ways for people to want to be doing business with you. And as we get to know them, and as we improve our management in the stores, as we improve our service levels in the stores, as we differentiate our stores, as we improve the selling skills in the store, then that's going to matter less and less. And that's what we're going to do.